Hello everybody, this is Melinda Nail Fanatic here, and I wanted to introduce you to two very important people, Johnnie and Kyong. They got together and they made me. That man right there battled so many different things he had to cope with in his life. Was very, very difficult, and this woman too. They both had very, very difficult lives, but what they held and they clung on to was love. They loved each other so much, and then they had children, and they loved their children so much. And they didn't do everything perfectly. They didn't do everything right, but they did the best they could with what they knew and the experience they had, just like you and I are doing every day. And their love continues to live on. Johnnie passed in December of 1993, and Kyong passed in April of 2007. But they're still alive and they're still here. Well, one thing, although I get their energy all the time, I get communication from my parents, I get protection from my parents, I get blessings from my parents all the time. What I get that I appreciate, I have it, I love it, I'm so grateful for what I have. One day, if you're not already with me on this, you too may have your parents both on the other side, transition to the spirit. And the spirit is real and it is alive, and there was a time where I didn't think so, but I've come to know better. I've come to a place of greater clarity than I've ever been in my life, and the whole journey has brought me through it to get here. And so I was inspired today to introduce you to Johnnie and Kyong. Johnnie was a Renaissance man. Johnnie can make and fix anything very artfully. And Kyong, she had a voice. She could sing. That woman could sing. She cooked good food. And she was the ultimate nurturer and caregiver. She was an amazing mother and wife. She and he are two miracles. So when I'm out in my world and I hear people talk about their mother or their father and how they've been getting on their nerves because of this or that or whatever their parents do, little things that they do that get on the nerves. For example, my mother used to wake up singing songs at like 5 in the morning every day. And my mother's voice was not quiet. So, but I love her for it. It used to get on other people's nerves, but that's my mom. And even then, I can't lie. Sometimes she would wake me up and it was annoying. But at this point right now, I'm so grateful that I had that as long as I did. And if you have it now, I encourage you to just love your parents. I know everybody's parents were not as the way mine were, but there's somebody in your life who's been there for you, who has loved you unconditionally, who has supported you, who helped raise you. My mom always said, your mom and your dad is not who you're born from, it's who's raising you. And that's because I have a brother out there that she wasn't able to raise, who she still loved very much and thought of every day, even until he died. Paul, Mom loves you. But if you have those alive that you love, show them love. Be kind, be understanding, be forgiving, because if you do anything less than that, then there will come a day where you wish you had done it differently. And just take advantage of every opportunity. They'll always be with us. There's nobody in your life who you love that will never be away from you. They will always be with you. But the thing of it is, it's so much easier in the flesh for the physical mind to do. And it's possible in the spiritual realm, but it takes a little bit more connection, a little bit more determination, a little bit more, it's a little bit different. That's something for another time. But it is possible. And I believe even this message is inspired, and I hope that and somehow my words have benefited you. But look at my beautiful mother. Look at how much she loved me. Look at her. She's gorgeous. Look how much she loved me. And there. With sister, mom, and dad. That's a drawing of an actual photograph of dad. And, you know, it's just the family. Look at what they created. This is Johnnie and Kyong. This is them. These are their children. These are their grandchildren. You know, they are so blessed. And now they're great-grandparents. And they are here protecting and blessing their children and their grandchildren all the time. So everything that I do is motivated by helping and being a light bearer, and that's why it's blessed. And so may you find the blessing in this video. May you find the blessing. Love your parents while they're here. Love your children like you won't be here tomorrow. Love your grandchildren. That's simple to do. Because once you've had grandchildren, that's a whole nother level of love. That's my beautiful daughter. She's grown into such an amazing woman, and I'm so proud of her. Gorgeous young lady, inside and out. Family is important, guys. Family is so important. And if you don't think so, then you're missing the blessing. Even if they're challenging you and what feels like making it harder or whatever. And no, you don't always agree with them. No, they aren't always nice. No, we don't always even like our family members. But we love them always. Whether they're in front of our face, on the spiritual realm, across town, or halfway around the world. We love them anyways, and that's what matters. As long as we're not mistreating them, sometimes it is easier to love them from far away. And when you get the opportunity to love them up close, ooh, that's a sweet thing. Okay, that's enough rambling for today. Love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine.